Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Sunday afternoon. Hope you're well, hope you're still enjoying your weekend, you're enjoying your Sunday, and obviously you enjoyed the football last afternoon. So yeah, we'll talk about the 3-1 win at home to Palace. And we'll talk about some good, some bad, some ugly, all that jazz. We'll talk about Harry Kane as well. And there was a report circling that Manchester United, and obviously not under new ownership, but having new minority ownership, looking at Harry Kane at Manchester United. And we're also going to be talking a little bit about Bryan Gil, and all things point to an exit in the summer. So plenty to get into, plenty to talk about. Just to say, if you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. And let's talk the game yesterday. And I'm not going to talk stats. That's boring. Let's just talk some players, talk some ideas and views on the game. And I will be honest, happy with the result. You win 3-1. No matter the team, no matter the game, you win 3-1, you're happy. But you can't be happy with the performance. Reaction, yes. Performance, no. So what I mean by that is we didn't play well all the way really leading up to their goal. You know, I know Werner missed that one-on-one, but we didn't really create much in the first half. We looked quite slow with the ball. We looked like, and I said to a friend, we look like a team that thinks we can do what Man City do, or we can play quite slowly and we'll still break you down. That's not what Spurs do. Spurs are better when we're absolutely zipping the ball around. So we didn't play well leading into the Eze goal. And by the way, the Eze goal, absolutely outrageous free kick. If you haven't seen it, please, by all means, I always go on the YouTube. I go on YouTube. I go on Sky Sports Football. And I watch it there because it's like 3 minutes. So instead of listening to pundits being pundits, we'll just leave it at that one. You just watch it in 3 minutes, get everything you need out of the game, and it is an outrageous free kick. But Palace really didn't do much in the game. They did sit back a lot. They did kind of try and make it really difficult for us, and they did. They did what they came to do. And as much as, you know, you can sit there and, oh, it's boring, it's this, that, and the other, I'm not going to sit there and say that, because do you know what? We had Conte, we had Mourinho, we had Nuno, we had Mason. We didn't exactly play high-pressing football, did we? So, look, they came in, did what their job. They got their goal, but I did always think we won't end this game as 1-0. We will get a goal. And we sure enough, we did. And I will probably have to put this out there and say, Timo Werner was one of the better players on the pitch yesterday, but the impact of subs like Brennan Johnson were massive for us. And he gets a lot of stick, Brennan Johnson, but he's got as many assists this season as Martin Ødegaard. And he's a creative player. Everyone raves about him. But Brennan Johnson's a flop. He's rubbish. He's this, he's that, the other. Just give him time. He's a young player, guys. I know we spent good money on him, but if you give him time, he will come good. And I've seen plenty this season to know that he will come good. So stop being a miserable beggar. But we look at Timo. Look, Timo, yeah, he missed that chance one-on-one. But actually, all things considered, he was always a threat down that left. He was always causing problems. I really liked what I saw from Timo yesterday. I thought he was really, really exciting. And do you know what? He got a goal, and I'm bloody happy that he got a goal. Of all the people that I wanted to score, it was Timo for some reason. I don't know. I just like Timo a lot. He seems like a good person. The other ones that sort of get a lot of stick, you know, your Basuma, for example. I thought Basuma played well. I did think he played well. He was good defensively. He cut out a lot. He didn't really lose the ball away. The one thing people talk about is that, you know, he drives with the ball. He normally beats players. Yeah, but that's normally because players have pressed him a little bit. When teams haven't pressed him and there's no one coming towards him, you can't really beat the guy. And by the time you actually get to their team to try and beat a guy, there's normally 3 or 4 around them. And as much as I love Basuma, he might beat 3 or 4 guys every once in a while, but I'm not expecting him to do it every single time. So that's where you look at, right, what are we getting from fullbacks? What are we getting from Maddison? What are we getting from wingers? Udogie being back, yeah. Obviously, we know what Destiny's all about. It's quite weird to look at a good performance from Destiny and just think, yeah, that's just normal Destiny. And that's how I look at Mickey and Kuti. The 2 centre-backs, you just look at it, and when they play really well, you're not shocked, you're not surprised. You just go, well, that's them, that's what they do. And that's genuinely how I feel about Destiny. That's how I feel about Vic. I mean, Vic, again, didn't really have a lot to do. He put his body on the line a few times, but he didn't have a ton to do. So when you look at it, Emerson, defensively, really solid. You know, offensively, there was a few times it was just like you're sitting there going, oh my God, if that was Pedro, that's that's so much of a better ball. There's so much of this. But defensively, he was very, very solid. So I won't shoot him for that. I won't. Offensively, yes, we know he's very limited. We know he's not a true and right back. But defensively, was very solid. But yeah, midfield three, Bentancur. Bentancur, I think, struggled a little bit, to be honest, yesterday. I did. You could tell the energy was shifted a lot when, Kulusevski went into the 8 and, obviously a Pape Matar came on. The energy just shifts that a little bit. So I felt sorry for Rodrigo, but look, again, he's a guy that we've already been told he won't be fully Rodrigo Bentancur until next season because of all the sheer volume of injuries that he has. And so what we get out of him right now is kind of just a bonus, really. And hey, I'll take a little bit of that. And yeah, Sonny worked so hard. Honestly, I was tired watching Sonny sprint after defenders and sprint after keepers and things like that. So look, I'm not unhappy, but took his goal well. That one where it rebounds off Johnson through. Does anyone kind of look at Sonny, and when he goes through on goal 1-on-1, you just kind of go, well, that's in. It's like a done deal that's going in. It's quite weird that. And that's how I feel about Sonny. I just think he's such a lethal finisher. So yeah, really, really happy on that. So look, yes, we won. Happy with 3 points. Need to be playing better, because if we turn up to Villa like that, we are not getting anything out of Villa. Simple as that. Let's talk though, Harry Kane. I want to talk this article. And look, you can already tell from my tone, I don't believe it. Harry's not leaving Bayern. You don't go to Bayern for a year just to leave. And if he is coming back, if he's coming back to England, he's coming back to Spurs. He's not going to go to Manchester United. Now, it's different if Haaland wasn't there and City were on for him, then maybe he probably would go City. But he's not going to Manchester United, who are, 6th in the table, probably going to get battered today by City. Toxic atmosphere, toxic club. They need to strip away a lot. The stadium needs to be either rebuilt or redone or move, or they need a new stadium. Yeah, he's not going to go there. So anyway, came from Graham Bailey, and he was talking. He said that Manchester United are once more looking at Harry Kane this summer, with the striker viewed as the ideal marquee signing for Ineos, who are said to be keen that the one current attacking style could be sacrificed. Look, I'm not reading the articles. I don't really sort of take much from it. He's not moving to Manchester United. He's in a team that is going to feed him goals. He's scoring a lot of goals for Bayern. Yes, they're going through a rocky spell. Yes, he's a Thomas Tuchel guy, and Tuchel's on his way out. But he's not going to Eric Ten Hag and terrorist-like football at times. He's not doing that. Because I also saw this as well, which I wanted to talk about for Team Talk. It said that reports claim Harry Kane is, quote, open to securing a sensational return to Tottenham after one season with Bayern Munich. The reason behind Kane's stance as well, as the clause, basically, it's more of like a first refusal clause. Bayern accepts a £70 million bid from Manchester United. Spurs will go, we'll have that, thank you very much, 70 million, not a problem. I've just dropped my clicker. There we go. It's always good. Look, he's not moving. I always said he'll be there for at least 2 years. He's not leaving in the summer. So we're going to poo-poo that one. And you know it. You hit me in the comments as well. You can tell me, let's poo-poo that. Because you're on my side on that, all right? I want to talk about Bryan Gil, though, in a bit more detail. So Bryan Gil, Cambridge Sport Witness said that Bryan Gil, everything points to exit in the summer. 23-year-old player won't lack suitors. La Liga, the likeliest destination. So look, I like Bryan Gil, okay? I think he's a decent player. I think he's even a Premier League player. But I don't think he is a top 6 guy. So there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. I think the same of Emerson. I thought the same of Dyer. I thought the same of quite a few of our players, actually. They're just not that level. The issue that you're going to have with the Bryan Gil situation is you basically want to move him on, right? You want to get probably about 10 million. I'm going to say 7 to 10 million, because that's genuinely how I feel about this deal. Let's call it 10 million euros. La Liga doesn't have a ton of money. We know Sevilla doesn't have a ton of money. We know Valencia doesn't have a ton of money. We know a lot of those teams in that league, other than, Real Madrid and probably Atletico, don't have a ton of money. So you're kind of, you're kind of screwing yourself in the fact that you want to sell to La Liga. When you look at the Premier League, he wasn't too keen on going to Brighton. And Brighton are a top 10 Premier League side. So then you're looking at, would he go to Italy? Well, we know Fiorentina have had interest in him. But again, in Italy, not a lot of money in Italy. And this is the issue that you have being a Premier League club. And this is a Premier League club. I'm talking All of them. I'm not talking, the top six. I'm talking all of them. Selling to outside of the Premier League is so difficult because there's so little money. They might be able to afford wages, but if the transfer fee is so low, and there is your issue where you lie. So when you look at a Bryan Gil and you want 10 million, you might have to settle for half of that. And that's what we need to be aware of. We're not going to get the money that we think on certain deals if we're selling abroad, because there isn't the money abroad unless you're selling to the big boys abroad. So you've got to pay attention to that. But anyway, guys, then the video. Hope you did. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section your thoughts, feelings about the game yesterday. Obviously, the Harry Kane situation, and obviously Bryan Gil looking to potentially be sold in the summer. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and obviously hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, then the video. I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.